when you go to confession, what should you confess? There's two kinds of sins we can bring to confession. The first ones are the big ones, the ones that we look at our life and we say, if I could live my life over again, I would never, fill in the blank, or I would do this instead of this, things that weigh on our consciences. So that's the first thing. But the other thing we need to bring to confession are our habitual sins. They might not even be that horrible, but because they are habitual, they are things that we cannot shake. And so we need to address these things, take responsibility for them, accept that we are helpless over them, and turn to God's grace. Regarding habitual sin, Elder Cleopa wrote, "Without regular confession, it becomes more difficult to uproot the passions within us. Just as an old tree can't be cut down with just one stroke of an axe, so habitual sin can't be expelled with only one movement of contrition of heart. It takes many more." And that's okay. Our spiritual life is a marathon, not a sprint. Habitual sins, well, they're habits. They take time to address. The key is that we do not become discouraged, even if we fall into those sins again. The grace of God is always working in us and always healing us. We trust His mercy, we turn to His grace, and step by step, little by little, we are healed of these things. We find the freedom that comes from the love of God. If you struggle with habitual sin, don't be discouraged. Trust God and keep pressing forward. And as our Lord tells us in the Gospels, by your endurance, you will gain your souls.
Thanks for listening to this episode of my podcast. You can find my podcast on Anchor FM, Spotify, YouTube, and on my Ko-fi.com account. And you can find links to all of that on my website, fatherajarmus.com. That's FRAJARMUS.com. And if you'd like to learn more about Eastern Orthodox Christianity, but aren't near an Orthodox church, you might be interested in the Fellowship of St. Theophan the Recluse, an online community that I've started for seekers and inquirers, all in that same situation. We have members in the U.S., Latin America, the British Isles, Africa, and Australia. For more information, message me or send me an email. Again, thanks for listening today. Until next time, take care, and God bless.